Is anybody up right now? I need to get my phone front camera fixed because I don't be using the back camera like that. I promise I'm going to do it next week. It's about to be 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. I want it, girl. I want it, girl. I was looking at pictures, but also like the words I have put with these pictures on Instagram. Man, I'll be online, I'll be offline, I'll be online, I'll be offline. I'm more of an in-person person anyway. We lit in real life. We lit for real, you know? Um, it was Friday, so now it is Saturday. My sleep schedule is so out of whack, especially as of lately. I've been waking up at all hours. I've been having a hard time with going to sleep. Then when I do finally sleep, I'm waking up like, it's so many things in the air right now. Okay, so I'm going to channel some messages. Hopefully you can hear me. I might have to reposition my phone somewhere. But we'll keep it right here for right now. My stomach has been bothering me lately. And I know it's because of my eating habits. Just like my sleep schedule has been out of whack, my eating habits have been, I have to get more grounded with fruits and vegetables and drinking more water, drinking more tea. And I know that past energies try to keep some kind of attachment. So just clearing and cutting cords. Sending you lots of love, light, warm, healing vibrations. Whoever has tuned in, whoever gets to see this live video, whatever, whoever gets guided to it. I appreciate you being interested in what I have to say. I appreciate you connecting. Appreciate you taking a moment to just be present. Because life moves very, very fast. Why is there... It's 2:01 a.m. and it's a fire truck going by. Wherever it's going, I hope that people are okay. Well, I hope somebody is okay. And is it an ambulance? Yeah. Maybe somebody's trying to reach you. Because that's what I was told, the sirens. But there's not even any sirens. It's just the fire truck and the ambulance and the lights are on. And they're waiting for the gate to open so they can go in. Or you are opening up. Maybe you're opening up more. Maybe that's what the message is. Let me ground real quick. So many distractions. I am working on releasing my old ways of living because it no longer serves me. And I'm not fulfilled. I'm not fulfilled by living that way anymore. I'm actually bored. Life is a little boring and I need it to be more spontaneous. I need it to be a little more wild. I need to be a little more carefree. The mundane gets old and tired quick. So it's like becoming more of your true authentic self is the way to keep your momentum of just, finding out more about yourself, finding out more about what you like, finding out more about what you're interested in, what drives you. Work, all work and no play makes life very, very boring, too serious. I was taught at an early age, I think I took on that energy of being a caretaker, but then I also took on the energy of like taking care of myself. But for some reason, being a caretaker kind of overpowered taking care of myself, because like I showed up more for others than I did for myself. So I'm reclaiming and recalling my power back to me, because both parents, my mom and my dad, taught me how to not wait around on anybody. And I will say my dad, more than anything, taught me how to be in very dominant masculine energy, not waiting on a person, place, or thing, or specifically a man, to do anything for me. So it's like, because I've been in such a dominant masculine energy, I'm working on releasing that to tap more into my femininity, which is not easy. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I've attracted a lot of less dominant guys that want a mom, a mother figure, guys that want to be, they want their hand held. I hope I'm making sense. I'm learning how to release that energy. I haven't even been dating. I'm not even really interested in dating. I just want to live better, which I'm in the process of doing. Traveling, eating, new memories, new experiences, closer to God. The right people will come in, and I'll continuously release the wrong people, because a lot of wrong people have taken up space when they're not meant to be long term. Waste a lot of time, play a lot of games, come in trying to like humble people, humble somebody. Such an annoying energy. Oh my goodness. Like, I was literally just talking to my fairy godmother. I'm so thankful for her. If you guys don't have like a fairy, if you're not a fairy, if you don't have your own fairy godmother, pray for one, because Tasha's the bomb. It's a lot of hyenas at my job that I'm getting ready to walk away from, but it's like, I realize with the stronger you become, the more the people try to mock you and play in your face, and bother, irritate your nervous system, keep you from remaining grounded, keep you from staying focused, keep you from being spontaneous and being carefree and laughing at yourself and dancing, and like, it creates a lot of enviousness and jealousy, because a lot of people, they are not connected to their inner child. So when you radiate that frequency, when you embody that aura, when you aren't ashamed or afraid, even if you feel weird, you still like, you laugh at yourself, or you laugh at your own jokes, or you're working on letting go of the seriousness and, or letting your hair down more, being a little more carefree. It creates a lot of friction, especially in the workplace, because I don't know, as people age, they get more stuck in their ways, but they also lose themselves. But that is not your problem. So one thing that I have allowed reality to set in with is that I would like for everybody to win, but everybody is not like that. Everybody does not have that mindset. Everybody is not even trying to win. Everybody Some people are, some people are not. Some people only want themselves to win. But it's like balance. I realized I've been talking way too much, and I've been talking to the wrong people, and I've been giving information to people who don't even hear me or feel me or even understand me. I'm okay with being misunderstood. You know, story of my life. Like, the people who connect, they're far few and in between. But thank goodness for platforms that allow you to find, you know, some kind of tribe, some kind of common ground, to where you don't feel so alone, where you don't feel so like abandoned, so to speak, or by yourself. I mean, majority of life you're gonna have to learn things on your own, but the help you need, it will come. The help will show up. All the student has to do is show the teacher that it's ready. All the teacher has to do is be patient with the student. So I'm not supposed to ask a woman her age. It's rude. I am 31 going on 13. Oh gosh. Okay, let me ground. Sending lots of love, light, warm, healing vibrations. Yeah, that's just where I'm at. I'm at with life. Releasing, unlearning, relearning, cleansing, releasing, presence. What was I about to say? Is that all that I was supposed to channel? Because that's what was on my mind. That's why I had to get on live right now to like release that. 1221. I've been seeing angel numbers. I seen them yesterday. Wait, I seen them all day Thursday. Yeah. And then yesterday, I don't know, yesterday was just a weird feeling. It's like I want to save people. I want them to have the information that I have. Some people can't even accept that information. I'm taken care of. Thank you. What was I about to say? Let me ground. That's why people don't be reading the comments. I know better. I know better. Okay, I think that's all I had to channel for right now. If I think of anything else, I'll make another video or another live or something later. Not everybody is allowing themselves to be used by spirit, so stay wise, stay vigilant, stay prayed up. Don't get caught slipping. Keep your hand on the swivel, because these times that we're in are very, you know how these times can be. Outside, what do you want me to say? Or what do you want to come out? I'm gonna close it out with Oracle, but let's start with Tarot. There's money coming in, that's for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Better times, happier times. Magical times, whimsical times. you too in the chat. What is this stuff on here, bro? I don't know, but it feels weird. I don't even know what the heck that is. Well, you asking too many questions. I'm outside. That's where I am. I want the ETA and the location. What do you want the collector to know right now? Oh, thank you. Is that why you said it? It looks like I need a man. What I need is to move, but that's gonna happen soon. I need a vacation. That's gonna happen too. How about what's up, Mr. Collins? Okay, was that it? Damn, this card been coming up lately. All right, you guys, let's get to it so I can lay back down. This card low-key scared the fuck out of me. It's it's orange. Work on your sacral chakra, you guys. Somebody might be pulling on your energy and they know what they're doing. They're trying to call you in. They're trying to get you to return back to your old ways. They are trying to pull you into their unhealthy habits, unhealthiness. And if you're trying or you've already closed out a cycle, do not return, okay? Because you would just basically be having to start all over again. And this time, it might be a different story. I was like, what the hell? Is that a charger or is it I forget what those other cars are called, but it's like muscle cars and they're very loud. So that's why I got a little startled because like, oh, it's too cold. But I was trying to drown out the, trying to drown out the smoke. I'm gonna have to turn this off. No. And sometimes people don't know what they have until it's gone. Ain't that funny? If you just would treat somebody right, if you just would take care of whatever it is that you've been blessed with, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But no, people want to abuse people. They want to take advantage of people. Majority of people are not even people these days, but a lot of people do not want love and a friendship. They want a fool. So, you know, guard your heart. Stay prayed up. Remain protected. Because you shouldn't have to keep giving chances to somebody when there are people that can treat you right the first time around, the first go around, the first, you know, don't waste your entire lives. Like, I don't believe in that whole holding on, staying in a situation just because, you know, history and time and sometimes with history, if you don't create your own change, nothing will change. Like, you can't wait on other people. I'm not in hiding. I'm just trying to be aware and conscious. It's late and I'm outside. I'm in my safe space though, so let me channel this message. 10 of Cups is the only card that you got from Tarot. Sounds good. Harmony, blessings, teamwork. A family of fennec foxes sit nestled in their den, content and secure beneath an array of glistening, glided cups. These cups symbolize the absolute pinnacle of fulfillment capable of being had. The fox's world is safe and warm. They are able to live without fear, focus solely on the future of their family and what they might do to improve upon their already wonderful circumstances. The Ten of Cups reminds us to cherish the love in our life, no matter where it comes from. Emotional fulfillment is nourishment meant to be shared with those around us. When upright, the Ten of Cups suggests you've achieved a remarkable, unparalleled sense of fulfillment from all angles. You are brimming with love and keen to share it with those you share a close emotional bond with, especially those in your circle of family and friends. Everything you should have is in clear and happy abundance. You're about to reap the fruits of your previous endeavors. Be sure to appreciate this bounty of goodwill as you continue down your path. So a friendly reminder that I will give you is that Spirit will, she, whatever you believe in, because I'm not trying to force my beliefs on you. I just, speaking in general of my roots. Spirit will bring you clarity. You will have a sense of security, a sense of foundation, solid foundation, in fact. It will be calming to your nervous system. It will not make you anxious, create anxiety, have you like overthinking it, you know, just something constantly plaguing your mind. Anytime it's confusion, third parties, complications, from my own personal experience, I can say that is not of Spirit. A lot of things, when you ask for things, you have to keep in mind that because there are two forces in this world, right? A higher force and a lower force, a lighter force and a darker force. When you ask for things, it can come to you, but you have to be keen, you have to be aware, you have to be conscious, you have to use discernment with the fruits of the actual, you know, thing that you ask for. You know, pay attention. If it is causing chaos and just like a whole bunch of disturbances and it's no peace of mind, more than likely that was not sent by Spirit. That was sent by darker force, a lower force, as a distraction to keep you from actually experiencing or even having the moment to value what it is you've been yearning for or desiring. But free will, because even if you are interested in, you know, something that causes chaos and disturbances and no peace of mind, be my guest. Like, not here to tell anybody how to live. Just want you to be aware, be prepared. Distractions come in many different forms, and for some reason the biggest distraction, it can come in the form of a love interest. It can come in the form of a family member. It can come in the form of like the work environment. Anything to where it can kind of get close to you, like catch you off guard, like a sneak attack, so to speak. Because basically, if your heartstrings can be pulled on some kind of way, manipulated, you know, deceived, that's something where it's like, if you don't guard up, if you don't prey up, if you don't protect yourself, your mind, your body, and your soul, it can penetrate your aura, your energetic field, you know, and then just kind of keep you on a lower vibration once it gets inside, just throwing you off. So that's what you got from tarot. But blessings, harmony, teamwork. Some good things are getting ready to come in if you don't already have it. You know what I mean? I haven't touched the tarot in a minute, so I just wanted to see what it had to say. Let me see what's at the bottom. Six of Swords is at the bottom, so whoever you are fighting through darkness. You are aware of what's going on. As long as you keep true to, you know, who you are, what you represent, what you stand for, a way will always be made. So, like, don't have any fear. Don't be deceived. Deception, 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 deception. Snakes. You know, the thing about a snake is they like to size people up before they attack. Like, when it comes to their prey. And when they do attack, it takes them a while to digest and, like, fit it all in one sitting. Like, fit it all in their mouth. So a snake can only... It only has the power to do that and be that, just that, a snake. You're more powerful than the snake. So as long as you don't allow yourself to be deceived or tricked out of anything, you won't. Bear with me, you guys. Deception. The snake is a slithery, slimy character who likes to squirm its way out of sticky situations. The snake has not yet learned that it cannot deceive those who are connected to spirit or the divine. If you have a snake in your orbit or you are seeing snakes in the 3D, take this as a warning from spirit. Someone deceptive is around you and thinks they can get away with deceiving you. Listen to your intuition, gut instinct, and use your discernment. Snakes will gaslight you and make you feel crazy for asking them a simple question. If you feel something is off, do not ignore the signs. Spirit is showing you red flags because you are dealing with someone who is not who they say they are. Snakes charm, gaslight, manipulate, lie, and deceive to get what they want. Don't be used as a tool on their chessboard. Light up the situation with a truth bomb and watch them avoid accountability. Snakes will always slither out of situations only for as long as you allow them to deceive you. Don't allow anyone to pull a wool over your eyes. 3-3 in the chat. And I don't know if you just heard the horn, but that's confirmation. The next card is Gorilla. Talks about strength. The gorilla represents divine masculine strength and power. The gorilla has the ability to tear apart anyone in its path. However, the gorilla chooses to embody self-control and is a creature of peace. I wanted to say is at peace. So whoever you are, your peace irritates a lot of demons. Your presence might irritate a lot of demons. Like, your light might irritate people in darkness because when there's a whole bunch of chaos going on and then peace comes around, it's like, who invited you? Who invited you? Thank you for tuning in. Where was I at? The gorilla displays true strength when it chooses self-control. When we are triggered, it is easy to fall into patterns of anger and low vibrational energy. However, it is a character of true warrior spirit to remain calm, reserved, and peaceful in the sight of conflict. If you have pulled this card, you may be embodying impressive self-control and radiating divine masculine alignment. Self-control is the essence of true masculine strength. Spirit is proud and sees you as a strong leader paving the way for others. Oh, that's so cool, because I spoke on earlier about releasing my masculine energy, because I feel like I've been too much in it, and I'm trying to get better with tapping into my more feminine side. Like, I'm trying to release aggression. I'm trying to release being bossy, being so dominant, being so pushy. It's just because I'm so used to taking the lead and taking control. I want to be softer. I feel like I have an approachable demeanor, but I naturally intimidate people because of that energy within itself. And I just want to have balance, because that's the whole purpose of being a woman, I feel, and especially with stepping into your divine femininity. It's like you want to be in an essence of just welcoming in and calling in everything that's for you, versus, you know, being too loud and too proud and too prideful and too much in ego, or even stubborn. I'm working on releasing that, because that's not how I want to live the rest of my life. I'm appreciative of the ways I had to survive, you know, in my earlier days of living, but in these times, I'm working on releasing to just live a more simpler, softer life, peaceful and fulfilling. So, I think for any divine masculines, or anybody who actually embodies the divine masculine energy, there's nothing wrong with radiating this aura or embodying this, you know, frequency, as long as you have balance, because the whole purpose is understanding that there is strength in your peace, and you don't have to be loud, rude, aggressive to command respect. You know what I mean? If you are just in the essence of love, that's your energy, that's your language, you know it fluently, that within itself naturally commands respect. And people will honor that, especially if you are patient, you are kind, you are fair but firm. You know what I mean? I feel like that energy speaks for itself. The next card you guys got is Sea Serpent. So clairvoyance. So somebody's gifts are enhancing 4-4 in the chat. And I pray it's nothing that you're afraid of, or if you used to be afraid of it, you're releasing it, because you know that you're just uncovering, you know, your magic and your essence, and it's going to help you live a little better. It's going to help you see a lot better. It's going to help you help others. So I think that that's very cool. The sea serpent represents the all-seeing eye, and that innate inner knowing when your gut instinct tells you something is off. It's your internal compass, a hint and a nudge from your third eye chakra, your spirit guide sending you alarm bells when something just doesn't feel right. It's when you listen to your intuition without any logical evidence that something is off. Follow the sea serpent's guidance, listen to your intuition, and you will be guided out of a dark situation by spirit. Sometimes we must act on instinct, intuition, and gut feeling. If the Sea Serpent card is pulled, it means that you are receiving a warning of protection from your spirit team to fire up and protect your energy. Put up boundaries towards a current situation and listen to your intuition. Predators can be charming and may be grooming you into a situation that requires you to withdraw your energy. They say mess with the bull, you get the horns. Mess with a sea serpent and you deserve to be sprayed by their mouthly throat chakra. So pay attention to your body. Pay attention to what energy you pick up on. Pay attention to how your nervous system feels whenever you get around certain people, places, and things, because if something is off, you will get alerted, and that will help you better protect yourself as well as remove yourself from the situation to avoid any kind of, you know, energies trying to take you out of alignment within your energetic field, your peaceful bubble, you know, you remaining focused, because as I stated earlier, there are lots of distractions. Like, I've been pulling out of this beautiful oracle animal deck. I've been pulling, it's been coming up a lot lately, hyena, and it talks about like mocking. So it's an energy of just people pretending to be something that they're not, but also trying to irritate my nervous system and just play on my inner knowing of like making me feel crazy even though I'm not, or making themselves appear to be similar even though they're the complete opposite. Because it's like somebody can smile, but just because they're smiling, it doesn't mean that they come in peace, or they're coming to, you know, create a calm energy or uplifting vibrations. Like, they can smile and still be coming to deceive you and to create chaos, you know, so to speak. The next card is Death and Rebirth, the bat. And I really like this card because when I think of bats, anytime I've seen them in movies, like when they come out, people normally, they naturally run. So I think that's the instinct. But it's like, they stand for something, you know? They're usually in a dark place in their own little bubble, and then they get disturbed, and then they have to kind of like retreat somewhere else. So you're coming out of darkness and you're going into the light. Maybe you've been in solitude, maybe you've been in hermit mode, maybe you've been just trying to regroup and reground, or redirect. And redirection is a sign of protection as well, because it's like your body is picking up on that something that you were once doing is no longer working out. So we gotta take another approach. We gotta go about things differently. We gotta see what other ways or what other options are there. It's just like exploring alternative ways of living, because what may work for me may not work for you. What may work for you may not work for me. Death and rebirth. The spirit animal of the bat represents transformation. The old cycle is dying and a new cycle begins. When someone is in the energy of the bat, they are growing, evolving, and transforming on their spiritual journey. There has been a death of the old, and a new evolved version of them is emerging, reborn again, and ready to face their next challenge, wiser, stronger, and more evolved. So, again, I will say the bat represents transformation, and as uncomfortable as it can be, if you allow the beauty to remain, you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel if you haven't already seen it. Because, you know, with change comes a great transformation, and sometimes the growth is a little uncomfortable, but it's like once you find your footing, you're able to just move a lot better and breathe a lot better too. Thank you for tuning in. The next card is Boundaries. The Armadillo. Boundaries. The armadillo has a very strong sense of danger. It protects itself by rolling itself into a ball to evade predators. If someone is embodying the spirit animal of the armadillo, please know that this person is putting up and enforcing strong boundaries that are non-negotiable. Healthy people respect boundaries. Toxic people throw tantrums when they do not get their way and will not respect the boundaries of others. A good test of character is to put up your boundaries and watch how others respond. It is okay to say no. No is a full sentence. And never allow yourself to be manipulated into feeling guilty for having boundaries. If everyone on this planet knew how to enforce healthy boundaries, then darkness would not be able to prey upon the weak, and others would not be taken advantage of. Your boundaries are your protection. Enforce them wisely. So do not allow any kind of mindset of like having boundaries to cause you to think that like you have them because you're weak or something. I don't know. That's something that just came to mind. Boundaries is a sign of self-respect. Boundaries is a sign of you communicating, hey, I see that this is going on, but I can only help to X amount of, whatever energy that you currently have that you feel you can lend. You know what I mean? And no more, no less than that. And don't feel bad for having to reinforce them, having to put them up, having to communicate that, having to just have them in place. Because a person without boundaries is basically like, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. You don't want to be following the crowd. You don't want to be trying to follow someone who's essentially lost, because usually big crowds, they move together because it's like follow the leader. Nobody really knows where they're going. They're not doing it alone. Lone wolves are the people that you want to pay attention to. They know something. There's a reason why they're by themselves, Second to the last card is Lion. And it takes a lot of courage. So maybe that's why this card came up. Lion. And then he's like surveying his area. The lion is the king of the jungle. The lion displays courage like a true warrior king. If you're dealing with someone in the energy of a lion, know they are brave and a noble leader who leads with courage, true strength, and integrity. The lion will not shy away from protecting its kingdom, its kingdom being its family, its lioness, and its community. The lion is the true embodiment of the divine masculine protector. The masculine who selflessly protects its family and community is a masculine in alignment with spirit and the divine, walking in its true purpose for others, to follow its lead, to inspire those on the wrong path, and to learn and grow on its journey. Admire the lion and watch him in awe. Disrespect the lion and feel his wrath. The choice is yours. What came to me as I was reading, you either have a masculine that's getting ready to come in. Maybe you are the masculine and you're currently embodying this energy. But I'm feeling somebody has a masculine energy that's getting ready to come in, and they're not going to play about you. So something else to look forward to, because again, it was from the Animal Tarot. It was the 10 of Cups, blessings, harmony, teamwork. So maybe you got some kind of collaboration coming in. Maybe it's some kind of relationship, connection, bond, friendship, whether it's platonic or romantic. Like, just appreciate it in whatever form it does come in, because it's going to be beneficial for both parties, yourself and whoever the other person is. And the last card you got is Instincts. And then we're going to close out this live. I'll be back. Instincts. Even the wolf is like surveying his territory, his dominion. Maybe it's going to be a match. Maybe you guys are going to be identical, just kind of different versions of each other. Or maybe you'll be identical. Maybe you'll be similar. I don't know. However it comes in, just welcome the energy in. 6-6 in the chat. Instinct. The wolf embodies energy that is exquisite, as it is the wise spiritual leader and teacher. The wolf follows its own path and has a sense of smell like no other animal. It will always allow its own instincts to lead the way, and by following its instincts and sense of smell, it is guided down the right path. The wolf hunts in packs as it knows that there is strength in numbers when going into a battle. The wolf has exquisite energy as it is a leader, not a follower. Confirmation, I just talked about being your own person, not following the crowd, because usually 9 times out of 10 the crowd is lost. If you pull this card and a wolf comes across your path, watch and learn from them. They might be in your vicinity to teach you a valuable life lesson. So as long as you remain in the energy of being open to receive, being open to learn, being open to just be present, you will receive all the information you need to help you on your journey, help you on your path. You have the bull, which is sacrifice, at the bottom of the deck. Don't worry about anything trying to get in your way, because you can handle that. You can move around it, you can go through it. You're gonna receive the support and the help that you need if you don't already have it. So do not allow anything to distract you from your prize, your goals. Keep your eyes focused forward. Do not go back, because these times are very tedious. These times are very surreal. These times are very intense. You want to make sure you are staying true to who you are, because you don't want to get hung up on, not making decisions to the best of your ability, all by being misguided or misled, because a lot of people come to deceive you. They do not want you to get on your path or to answer your calling or to fulfill your purpose, but just like there are forces that work against you, there will be forces that do come to help. So just keep balance, but know that you are your own motivation. In fact, you're your best motivator. So keep that in mind. I'm sending you lots of love, light, warm, healing vibrations. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for creating these beautiful cards, Hayoka Shaman. I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you even have a channel. I'm so grateful that you created these cards, because I'm like, these are my new go-tos. I already had my animal tarot. I was guided to get, what is this? This is 2026. I was guided to get it in 2024. So when I seen that you created these, I was like, oh, those are for me. Sending you lots of love, light. Thank you for tuning in. Namaste.